Welcome to Filmfest Bremen studio. My name is Ilona. I'm the artistic director of Filmfest Bremen, and it's my pleasure to have a filmmaker here with me in the studio today from a short film called Birdie, which is featured in the comedy and satire competition at this year's Filmfest Bremen. With me is Alexandre Lefebvre from Canada joining us. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where exactly in Canada are you?
I'm in Quebec, in Montreal. Yeah.
Nice. So your film is a love story, or basically it's two love stories rolled into one.
Exactly. That's right. That was the main purpose of the movie. I wanted to have fun with the cinematographic code as well. So I wanted to play with the love theme and push it to the extreme.
And is golf something that interests you personally, or where did that idea come from?
It's something that's big in my family. Like we have 1 week where all the members of my family go and in a cabin and we play golf around in Quebec. So the idea came from my dad. In fact, he likes all sorts of gadgets and he likes to be on top of technological. He's technological on point. So he has a golf cart that is automated. And this is the one in the movie, and I saw him walking with it, and I was like, it's impossible not to make a movie about this. It's so funny and so it's I wanted to see it on the big screen.
Absolutely. And I was wondering if you had a fascination with all of these kind of movies, I don't know, like Toy Story, where inanimate objects suddenly come to life and have a very distinct life of their own, and also mind of their own.
No, exactly. It's mainly I wanted to play, like I said, with the cinematographical and to see if we're able to make the audience feel something with an inanimated object and with no facial expression. So it was really a challenge, and I always work with the same people for all my previous film and the next one that came, and we just sat. It's what we do is more dramatic, more naturalistic with a handheld camera and everything, and we wanted to just explore all the codes that we didn't explore before and to see what is the power of them. And so we say, okay, let's try if we can make the audience feel something with a golf bag, and that was wild. And we say, okay, let's do it. We didn't have really a founding for it, so we just all together went and tried to do something that was funny. But the funniest part about it, what we think would be funny, is to treat it like if it was a real person. So it's not all the codes that are using, it's not like comedy codes. It's more, we wanted to, what would be this experience if it was a real person that was fleeing and trying to find his loved one.
When we were watching the film, it was one of the things that we kind of felt more for the golf bag at one point than the actual humans in the film, which is a weird experience. And also that you see something that resembles a face and you immediately put human qualities into that object.
Well, thank you. That's a big compliment. But that was the main idea of it. And with the artistic department, we wanted to just to hint a human face without being too much, and also we had a lot of work in sound design to give the golf bag a real personality with the motor of his trolling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this very dramatic scene when he gets stuck in that field, and we were all thinking his battery was dying and he would be stranded there, and then somehow he recovers. So we were wondering what happened there. How did he recharge himself, or is there any explanation for this?
It was a godly experience. I think that was like we wanted, and in editing process we tried, and that was one thing that people kept talking about it, and we say, okay, let's put it to the maximum, and that's where we have some eerie kind of spiritual music behind, and we wanted to use the sun. That was a moment where he really realized he was free at last. So that was more a will on his own and a God will, if we say.
Yeah, that's how I interpret it as well. But this is, yeah, it's good to have this reinforced from.
It's not all logical in this film,
No.
but we want it to be as realistic as possible.
I mean, we're talking about golf bags in love, so it doesn't have to be super realistic.
Exactly. That was I was telling to my producer.
Yeah. So in the end, you have the emotional payoff, obviously, of the lovers being reunited. About the human lovers, though, we don't really get to see how that works out in the end. But as the writer of the film, do you think it has a happy end for everyone involved?
I really think there is a happy end for everyone, and that's what was one thing about this movie as well, is I wanted to have like a big introduction that was not going to be the movie, in fact. So that's why I wanted to put to emphasize the fact that it would be about the golfer and the canteen together. And I think in duration it's about like 4 minutes in the 10 minutes shorts. It's the introduction about other characters. To be the reveal of the gold bag would be then having a higher impact. But then when we were shooting with the crew, we thought about a second movie that we could do just about the canteen worker, the chef, and the golfer, and then seeing maybe the golf bag coming back to him or something. But it's not gonna happen, but we fantasize about it. Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about follow-up projects, but if this is not coming to life, there's I'm sure some other film you're already working on. And yes. Is that absurd kind of humor something you want to sort of continue including in your films?
Yes, it wasn't something that I done before. It was really, like I said, more dramatic, more intense in emotion, if we say, and more a documentary style of it. And since I did Birdie with Zoom, with traveling, with a lot of music and using the code, and with humor and the fun we had shooting it and in post-production, I wanted to introduce some of it. So the latest film I did, it's on another spectrum completely. So it's like a not voiceover, but with a narration in black and white, as well as handheld. And now in the next one that I'm shooting this summer, it's kind of a hybrid mode with something more with a story, something with a family, but as well with some codes that are funny as well. So we wanted I wanted now in my movie to have both emotions, something that we can reflect, but also being fun to watch and being fun to make. And I want to have both of them in my film.
So I'm looking forward to watching your future works, absolutely, and good luck for being in competition this year with Birdie, and hope we get to meet sometime in Bremen at the festival in another year. So thank you for being part of it.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.